the main question of this video, is Ayala Land still the best? There are many loyal buyers of Ayala Land, no? Kaya pag nagbenta ng properties, sold out, there's a long line to the properties. Hey guys, Realtor Mike here. Kamusta kayo? I have an interesting topic to discuss today. The topic for today is Ayala Land still the best developer? For the purposes of our discussion, we will confine ourselves doon sa horizontal development, meaning villages. As you know, real estate has many aspects. Merong vertical, yung mga condos, merong commercial, may office, and so on and so forth. No? So, but we will confine ourselves, our discussion today, with the residential horizontal. There's an observation relayed to me na properties of Ayala Land now that are being developed are not as upscale, high-end, or polished as the villages before. That's one of the observations that have reached me. No? I'll answer that later. There's another observation, may mga delayed completion of amenities. Here in New Valley, meron daw mga clubhouses na hindi pa tatapos, although sold out na, turned over na yung titles, but the amenities are not yet done. No? And then there's a delayed turnover of some documentation, no? Titles and other ownership. Of course, there are some instances only. We'll try to answer that later. With these observations, that question has come up. Is Ayala still the best? Or are they losing their touch? Or are they falling into complacency? No? So there's a certain pride kasi, no? Probably a hubris of owners and employees of Ayala Land, no? Siyempre, they have all the reason to have this pride because of Forbes Park, Dasmariñas Village, Makati City, BGC, Bel Air Urdaneta, San Lorenzo, Ayala Alabang, Ayala Heights, Ayala Hills, I can go on and so forth. No? So all these horizontal villages, except for BGC and Makati, which are estates, have proven themselves to be very very nice properties, very nice developments, evidenced by high resale value. The king of them all, Forbes Park right now, 1 billion. Can you imagine 1 billion pesos for a property? I think that's the entry level, no? And now I'm being asked by a friend to sell their ancestral Bel Air property at 380 to 420 pesos per square meter. Wow, grabe. Yon. So they have this pedigree of greatness, yung communities na yan. That's why there are many loyal buyers of Ayala Land. No? Kaya pag nagbenta ng properties, sold out, there's a long line to the properties. We cannot blame them, but there are other non-Ayala properties, other non-Ayala communities which are doing very well, no, in terms of property appreciation. Yung mga Valle Verde, no? That's Valle Verde 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, North Green Hills, Northeast Green Hills, West Green Hills, Wakwak, Corinthian Garden, Corinthian Hills, Acropolis, La Vista. These are all non-Ayala, but they're doing well. And the villages, when you go in, it's very nice, no? Parang very exclusive also and very prestigious to live in. Ayala Land has no monopoly in terms of having a beautiful, nice property. So going back to the main question of this video, is Ayala Land still the best? I will have to say yes. So sila pa rin, no? Because of their planning, they're into estates na, versus the others are into individual villages pa lang, sila estates na. And I heard their land banking is enormous. They're doing land banking in Batangas, in Quezon yata, in the Visayas, in Mindanao areas. They're pretty much ready to unlock the values of these properties for the next 50 to 100 years or more, no? Established na sila. The properties are not as nice as before or as prestigious. So, we must explain to you that Ayala dati, Ayala Premier lang siya. Okay? Yung puro high-end siyang yung ginagawa niya dati. Forbes Park, Dasma, Ayala Heights, and so on and so forth. Fairly recent yung they tried to go down the economic scale, to put it politically correct. Ngayon, they're into 5 segments now, no? Ayala Premier, which is their DNA talaga, no? That's their luxury brand. Then Alveo Land, which is their upscale and high-end. Avida is their middle market, and then Amaya is their affordable, then merong Bella Vida, they call it economic class. So halo-halo yan, may subdivision, may horizontal meaning villages, and vertical yung mga condominiums or and even townhouses. So yun ang ginawa ni Ayala Land, no? Before they were just a luxury developer. So ngayon, they went down the economic scale. There could be a misconception na, let's say, they see an Avida village because it is targeted middle market. Sabihin lang, Ayala Land ba yan? Hindi yan yung Ayala Land of before. We must understand that they have expanded their portfolio. So the second observation is that the delayed completion of amenities. I think it is a valid observation because I've experienced this personally with my clients. But I think they are correcting this slowly because they've expanded quite a bit. Medyo may massive expansion sila because of the thirst of the market. Meaning the market can absorb yung simultaneous, almost simultaneous product offerings. I think they're adjusting to the pace. That also explains yung mga delayed titles nila. I think they are catching up now. Their back end, yung Amicasa, their document company, is slowly catching up with the demand of their own developments. No, so I think in a couple of months or in a few years, mag-even out na yan. I think they will be back to their usual excellent service. Yan. As a disclaimer, I'm not an employee of Ayala Land. I'm a licensed broker. I am accredited with them. I'm also accredited with the other developers such as Rockwell, Greenfield, and all the others. But Ayala Land shouldn't rest on their laurels. There are developers who are catching up slowly, but I think surely. Developers who have made their mark in the real estate market, such as Rockwell. Yan, Rockwell, may following na yan. When the horizontal village in Carmel Ray, just beside New Valley, overlapping New Valley, was sold, madaming bumili dyan because madaming Rockwell followers. Artaland is doing townhouses in the south, may mga followers na yan. Catayland siguro, Greenfield yan, meron na rin. So, I think Ayala Land, yung competition is very good for the consumer, no? And it keeps them on their toes, yung mga developers, not to neglect the client. Dahil minsan pag monopoly, of course, no choice ke, so they treat you like, not so good sometimes. But when there's competition, the level of service goes up and the level of product offerings go up. Okay, so yun muna. I just wanted to tackle that. Is Ayala Land still the best? I think so. But they shouldn't rest on their laurels because there are many other developers that are coming up. So just wanted to share with you my thoughts. If you want any other topics, let me know on the comments below so I can discuss it. Don't forget to press the subscribe button. Give me a ring, give me a call, give me a text if you have anything you want to tell me. Okay. Again, this is Realtor Mike saying stay safe and stay in faith. Bye and God bless.